Then going to the next thing, which is the Purnatva Kriya process. We actually have some time now where we will take time to contemplate on the whole process. Really sitting with yourself. The first part which Swamiji was mentioning in the first session today is the Swapurnatva Kriya process, right? Which is a process where I get into completion with myself. It's a very, very powerful process because what happens with human beings, unfortunately, is a lot of the past is sitting where we are in the present and giving us the experience of what we experience in the present moment. So unfortunately, most part we don't live life in a spontaneous manner, relating with the moment as new and fresh. Most of the life that we see in the present moment is often carrying some baggage from the past, is carrying some hangover from the past, some incompletion from the past. As Swamiji was sharing, any time you're seeing conflicts happen, be very clear, something inauthentic is happening there. Carrying a past moment with you where you are now is the most fundamental inauthenticity that we have as humans. Because past has to be where it has to be, in the past. You can get knowledge from the past, you can be informed from the past, but that's where it needs to be. That's all is the role of the past. But often we will see our decision making, our experience of life, our emotions, most of it is run by our past experiences of life. So this Kriya is a step towards dissolving that incompletion and making available a free space for you where you are in the present moment. So the steps again are that you will sit and really look at what are the incompletions you have with yourself as you see yourself now. When you sit in the present moment and look at yourself, what is it that comes up as a flash? What are the images that happen inside you? What are the words that happen inside you? Which leave you in a powerless state or which leave you experiencing conflict or incompletion. Now, some of us may not have anything, that's fine. But for most part, if you see, there will be something or the other which we will not be okay with. So now, in the next few minutes when we go for the break, it's actually a break where you'll have to do self-contemplation. So my request would be, please don't talk to one another and sit and do this as you go for the break and have your tea, lunch, or whatever it is for each of the cities, right? So sit with yourself and see, as you see yourself in your life today, what are the various images, what are the various words and thoughts and pictures that happen in you about you. The first step is really that. Now, once you have that in hand, then when you go back home today, it will work when you go and sit in front of the mirror and bring up all those instances. If you actually notice, every single word that I have in me has risen, has come from some past experience I've had in life. So if I'm thinking about myself, for example, and if I have a constant, a recurring experience that, oh, I'm not capable enough. Oh, somehow I end up failing each time I take up something. Oh, I don't think I can take the risk. Any of this and all of this that come up in my mind, either as an opinion or as a belief or as a word or as a visual, all of it is something which I have gathered in some incident from the past only. Because if you look back right from the time when you began in this body, at the time of birth, you and me had nothing to us, isn't it? None of us came with any particular quality. Neither did we come as a confident being, a happy being, nor did we come as a sorrow being, a failure being. We just came as a pure conscious being. And as we grew, we started gathering these memories. And these memories, unfortunately, have done the programming inside us, making us live the way we live today. So whatever comes up for you as you, essentially has a source somewhere in your life in the past. So when you go and sit with yourself, what happens is you get to actually rewind all of that, look at from where did this experience of me begin, sit in the mirror and go back to that incident, to that small you, whichever age that happened. Bring up all the entire situation, visualize that situation happening live as you're sitting in the mirror. Inside the mirror, see that you are there and the whole incident is repeating itself, and consciously go through that experience. Talk loudly to the person in the mirror and see what can you now do to have a healing and a completion happen for you. In whichever way, once you bring awareness that whatever happened in the past was one way in which it could have happened, and now with awareness, now with so many techniques and the willingness for you to work on it itself is enough for you to be liberated from it. So when you sit there and when you do that, you will actually see a beautiful healing will start happening. This is actually something which you may not get when you listen to someone. Only when you sit and do it physically, you will be able to, get the experience of what I'm trying to share. All right? So that's the first thing. After that, what we'll do is, once you've finished listing all the things that you have for yourself, look at, as Swamiji shared in the first session, the relationship you share with the two most important people in your life. And they are your parents. Begins with your mother and your father. They are the beings with whom you have a source connection. Because the body that we carry has the biomemory of both the parents. When I say biomemory, I mean, you carry the impressions, you carry what your parents had given you when you were very small. Their thoughts, those impressions, the way the upbringing happened with them, all of that is there recorded inside you even today. So go back and look at the relationship you share with both of them. And you did this process in the Mooladhara, you had written it down, right? Looking at the thoughts and words you use for them inside you and what you use and relate to them outside you. Many times it will be different, by the way. Inside you may consider that probably someone is not so loving, maybe. Mostly we think that about our parents, by the way. Dad is not fair, or mom loves brother better, or most of the times that's what happens. Of course, we do not say that aloud. We don't use that outside. We don't tell dad or mom about that directly. But inside, we do believe that there's something lacking where the relationship is. So when you sit, you will actually get in touch with that, with the basic not matching that happens, your experience of a person inside you and your experience of the person outside you, the way you project, many times is actually something which is a gross mismatch. And because of that, you are left with, an experience of struggle and conflict in the relationship. So get to see how that mismatch is happening. And one thing is understand that was, again, however you experience people inside and outside is just one way of looking at the way they are. If you can get that fundamental realization, you will begin to see that you can get out of what has been binding you. Your own interpretation about them is what binds you more than anything else. So now with that, when you sit and contemplate on it with authenticity, really looking into it like that, taking responsibility for the whole situation, for the way people are in your life, and then when you go out and talk to them, Purnatva Kriya, which is the beautiful healing process, begins to happen between you and them. So once you've done this with your mother and father, that's when, after you go back home, by the end of the program, if you're staying with your parents, go and directly speak to them, sit face to face with them, tell them, as a part of the program, I was looking at my relationship with you. Share with them how, for whatever years, for some of us it will be 10, 20, 40, 50, how many ever years you had the experience about them inside was something else to what you've been living outside as. And be willing to take responsibility for whatever the experience has been for you with them. And tell them, if there's something, definitely if you feel incomplete, most definitely they will also be left in the same space. So take responsibility for that. It's just a small conversation you'll have, but you will see it's very powerful. It actually moves and shifts a lot of baggage from you where you are and also from where they are. So go sit with your parents and share. Share what you now authentically feel. Share how you have been relating with them so far inside you, how you've been expressing it outside you. And if there's any mismatch, tell them about that. And now is the time for you to sit in a complete healing space and sharing with them. Is that clear? Is this clear? Now, if there is a situation where you are not physically living with your parents, they're in some other place, then just pick the phone and speak to them on the phone. Even if that is not there, only then think of maybe an email or a letter. But as much as possible, be physically in touch with them, either face-to-face or over the phone. And if they're not alive, if one of them or both of them are not alive, then please sit with the mirror. Visualize your mom or your dad sitting the other side of the mirror and looking at you. The image in the mirror, which will be you when you look at it, visualize it's your mother or your father sitting there, and then talk to them as if they were sitting physically in front of you. Is this clear? Please wave your hand, cities, if you got this. Did everyone get what I'm saying? Biddi? Okay, great. So we'll take a break now. It's 3:30 right now. Please sit, as I said, and do the process of self-completion first. Contemplate on that. Then look at relationship with your father and mother. Especially take the situations and incidents where you experience conflict, both with yourself and with them. If you look, there will be so many situations where there is conflict happening, where you are not okay with what they do, they are not okay with what you do. Take all those situations. If you really sit and contemplate, you will just see the root of the suffering that exists for you. If it exists, it actually goes back to you only. You will be able to see through that. So please do that.